as I said, I'm ready to get my new dash in place. I'm going to show you real quick how to put these clips in. Now, I ordered 6 of these new dash clips, and they're kind of tricky to install. There's it's not very clear how they go in, so I'm going to show you real quick how to put these in. Now, I've got this zoomed in pretty tight so you can actually see what I'm doing, but just for reference, this edge right here butts up against the windshield. So you can see here, this is the speaker opening, so that's pretty much the center of the truck. Over here, this is the opening for the defrost duct. So I'll show you real fast. This little tang right there, there's 2 of them, as you can see. Not that one, but this little short one right there needs to drop into this slot. And this ramped area, that points towards the windshield. So what you do, like I said, that little tang there drops into that slot. So you get it in position. What you're going to have to do is push straight down on the tab. And when it's down in place, you rotate it. Doesn't matter which way you do it, you can start from the other side. You rotate it into place, and the back there drops into that long slit right there in the back. And you just kind of straighten everything out. Some of this is peeling off, so I'll deal with that. That's pretty much how you do it. So these little raised areas here on the dash, that's where those clips slide into. They slide underneath, just like that. And of course there's 6 of them to match the 6 clips on the dash. Now, to get this to fit right, over here on the passenger side, right up against the weather stripping, I did have to trim a little bit of material off of there. It kind of had a flange, which you can still see a little bit of it up here, but I'm not going to trim that because it fills in this area nicely. But down here, I had to take just a box knife, razor blade, and trim off some of that so that when I bolt this down, I got a nice clean edge in between the metal dash and the weather stripping. It just makes it look a lot cleaner, and it fits a lot better. I'm probably going to have to do a little more trimming in a few areas on the dash, just like I had to do over here in the corner. But I'm ready to at least bolt it in and see how it fits once it's all bolted in place. So I got some hardware here. I got these little panhead screws. These are going to go underneath along the side between the passenger side and the middle of the truck. And then I've got some flathead recess screws. These are going to go in the gauge bezel and hold that portion, hold the gauge bezel in place and hold that portion of the dash in place. Now these are stainless, and they're all number 8 screws. The button head ones are 3/4 of an inch, and then the panhead ones, I'm sorry, the recess ones are all 1 inch. And now I just got these at Home Depot. I didn't order them from a catalog or anything like that. They're just stainless sheet metal screws. So let's get these installed. So over here on the driver's side of the truck, we're right over here next to the door, and this edge of the new dash pad, there's nothing to hold it in place. Now, it does kind of make a clamp fit when you put the bezel on here, but I'm not convinced that that's going to be a stable, permanent solution. There is a hole there that's already pre-punched into the dash pad, but there's no hole in the actual metal dash to run a screw in there. So I'm going to put the bezel back in place, get this lined up where I need it, drill a hole into the metal dash so I can put a screw in there to hold this in place so that this stays tight and right where I want it. So the dash pad is screwed in place right here. I'm really happy with the fit. So it's not interfering with the bezel or anything like that. So let's go ahead and put in the rest of these screws and get this finished up. So right up here at the top left of the bezel going into the dash pad, there is a spot that we need to drill a hole there. Now it's kind of a hole into the urethane material here, but there is metal backing under this urethane material. So we need to, again, drill another hole right up in this area. So the hole's there. I might actually put a speed clip behind there. And let me reposition the camera. There's one other hole that we need to drill into the dash pad. So you're looking through the steering wheel. This is above the vent right here, sort of to the right of the steering wheel. And this hole right here, just like we did on the left side of the steering wheel, we need to drill a hole through the dash pad for this screw to fit in to this spot. So like I just said, I'm just getting this kind of roughed into place right now. I think what I'm going to do is go to the hardware, or the auto parts store, I should say, and get some speed clips to put around the urethane and the little bit of metal that's inside this dash pad here. So I didn't need to run to the auto parts store to get speed clips. I forgot about these that I had. These actually came with the speakers that we installed earlier. So they're kind of, put my hand back, there we go. They don't pinch right, so I got to put a little bit of a pinch on them myself. So all I'm doing is just getting the hole, the free hole, lined up with the hole that's in the dash pad, and then just pinching it with these wire dikes, and that holds it in place. So there we have it. The dash is all mounted in place. Got all the screws in there. Up here around the bezel. We got a good fit over here against the driver's side door jamb. So everything's in place. So that's about it. I appreciate y'all watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.